Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody to Vibe Time with Jerry this evening. My co host David Flowers, who's normally on the show, is not able to join us tonight. He had a death in the family, so he's not able to be on the show, and my condolences go out to him and his family. I do have my very special uh person that was sweet enough to come on here and take time out of her schedule to help us sister out at the last minute. Teresa Sayers. And she is somewhere on the video. Well, she's like me, well, a lot of times I'm in PJs. So, with that said, how are you doing, Teresa?
I'm okay.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. I'm very sorry for David and his family. Send my condolences. That's sad.
Yeah. Yep. I'm sure he'll watch the show at some point, maybe, or not.
Hopefully he does.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix everything because I got some freezing stuff going on here. So I'm trying to.
Wait, are you freezing me?
I'm not freezing you. I'm freezing everywhere all together. So I don't know who can see what.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get on different stuff to see what's going on. We always run into technical difficulties with this show every week in StreamYard.
Figures.
Yeah, so I can see myself on my own Vibe Time page, but I don't know what's going on with Facebook or anything like that. So, I mean, as far as on my wall.
Yeah, if I say
normally everybody piles on David Flowers' wall, but there's no piling on his wall because I didn't tag him on anything this evening. I just didn't think that was an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah.
So, But anyhow.
Yeah.
Hey, John Stevens, how are you? John Stevens. John Stevens is the founder of Virginia Paranormal Events, which is on Facebook. Did you know about John Stevens?
No, I did not. I apologize.
Well, you're fine.
Well, hello, John Stevens.
Yeah, he is. His name is Snowball, aka Snowball.
I like it.
John Stevens comes on every third Tuesday, y'all, so that we can sit down and talk about Virginia Paranormal Events. And he has a page on Facebook, but he also has a web page, which is www.virginiaparanormalevents.com. So if y'all want to know the latest investigations, that's where you go.
I'm done. As soon as I talk to you on the show, activity starts. That's it. I'm done. Wow.
I got a Ouija board and a voodoo ball. Which one do you need?
I don't know if you heard what I just heard, but yeah, okay. Never mind.
Oh, and I just have to make an announcement. Brooke Chandler is supposed to be making me an Italian sub on Monday, and if she fails to do it, I have my doll ready. Brooke, if you're watching, I will freeze you in my freezer if you don't make my freaking sandwich and bring me a snack. I'm just saying. I had to put that out there real quick.
I think she means it. It's a little scary. Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. It looks like we have a caller, so I'm going to, because it is open mic night tonight. So let me see who I got on the line.
Nice.
Hold on 1 second. Hello. Welcome to open mic night. How are you?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What can I help you with?
I'm just calling checking in.
Oh.
David.
Who?
David.
You better get off of my line. Get off of my line.
Who's David?
You're supposed to be on the show. David Flowers is not supposed to be here.
Oh my God. Well, hello, David Flowers.
Hello.
You're supposed to be like familying or something. You're not supposed to be on vibe time.
He's vibing.
House full of people. I had to get outside.
Oh, okay. Well, David Flowers is joining us.
I don't do people.
You don't do peopling?
I'm not into people right now.
Oh, he's not into people right now, Teresa.
Well, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, John Stevens wants to know who David is.
There's some stranger.
It's
Some
some stranger. It's some random person calling on the line. I didn't recognize the number at all. John Stevens told me to tell you his condolences, David.
Thank you.
He said thank you, John Stevens, which he can hear you anyway. So now that we have a threesome going.
All right, Jerry. This is good stuff. I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that happens during the show.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That was short notice.
Yeah, David Flowers, that was short notice.
Yep.
Oh yes, and John Stevens has been left out of the threesome as usual, of course. I don't think we can have a foursome there.
No, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
No.
So now that David Flowers is on here and Teresa is on here, we have an open-minded skeptic and a full psychic medium. It's perfect.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Because remember, David is our open-minded skeptic.
Yes. Yeah, but you're also a medium, Jerry.
Yeah, I know. I just don't try to announce that very often.
Yeah, I hear you. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Any questions?
What do you think about all the people that are popping up nowadays that are saying that they're psychic mediums? What's your take on all that? Because gosh, there's so many of them. Like they're all coming out of the woodwork, and I just saw a post today with somebody doing a podcast with one that I didn't even know they even existed or were. I knew they existed, but I didn't know that they were one. And I'm like, really? Where'd this come from? So what's your thoughts on all that?
Actually, that's a good question. I don't know. It seems like since COVID, people in the house, at the time, stuck in the house, maybe they had an awakening and just came out and said, "Hey, here I am." You know what I mean? Oh my God! No, I'm just making light. Honestly, I really don't. I don't know. Unless more people, to me, honestly, it seems like more people today are getting more spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's more practice with it today than there ever was.
Yeah, that's true. And I know that we've touched on this subject before where people say you're either born with it or you're not. And I have a hard time with that one.
No, that's not true. Not all are born with a gift. You can develop the gift over time, but no, it's all about tuning in.
Yeah. David, what were you saying?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm one of the you think that you're either born with it or you're not.
Oh, you're fired.
That's just what I believe.
I thought I taught you better than that. I mean, for real.
I'm in the slow learners class.
Well,
I'm in the slow learners class.
Yeah, I could have sworn I taught you a little better than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
not all are born with the gift. No,
well, I think
that's a misconception.
But I think that David is developing his psychic gifts.
Oh, he is
slowly turning into a psychic metaphysical fairy.
David.
Slowly. Right?
He's quiet.
No.
Oh, you disagree. You're not supposed to do that on the air.
Nope.
Oh, you would? You could have co-hosted with me too, Ronnie. The more the merrier. If you want me to send you the link, come on. Right, Teresa? The more the more.
Sure. Just
If
kick
you want
my
me to-
ass off. That's all right. I feel special.
You are special, and I really, really appreciate you coming on because I know you got a lot of stuff going on. A lot. And I appreciate you accepting my very last minute invite to come on the show. I appreciate that, considering the fact of everything you're going through right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Really.
It's fun. So
Yeah. I was getting ready to fire David Flowers, but I can't.
no, you can't. No, that can't happen. David, you're in the good.
I know. Yeah, I know. Nobody can hold a candle to David. You're absolutely right. That's from Ronnie Anderson.
Okay.
You should come on.
You know what? If anybody wants me to send a link, I'll be glad to send a link out. Like I said, it is open mic night. I just didn't want to be open micing alone.
We can go 3 to 4.
Yeah. The co-host is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
And when you're used to having a co-host, it gets a little difficult, but we understand too.
You can go up to 6, right, on yours?
I don't know, David. How many people can I go up to on my stuff? Isn't it 10?
On your StreamYard?
Yeah.
StreamYard, I believe you can go 6, I believe.
Okay, I thought it was more than that, but yeah. Okay, so I can hold up to 6.
It might be 8.
Okay, I can hold up to 6 people.
There you go.
I mean, we got Hooker John Stevens, aka Snowball, and then we have Ronnie Anderson. So I mean, perfect. Like I said, the more the merrier. It is open mic night. We kept it open mic night. It's weird for a reason.
Yes.
But I
It's
just didn't want
fun.
to be. Yeah, I didn't want to be open micing by myself.
Well, it'd be nice if some people would ask some questions. David.
Yeah, David, ask some questions.
Don't be so hard, David. Whatever.
I don't know. You're the open-minded skeptic. We're talking about psychic things.
That one question you asked her a little bit ago about what she thinks about all the psychics popping up.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's people that are saying that you can make money in it, so they're saying they're psychic.
Oh, well, yes. Let's be nice. Let's put it this way. We'll say half the people are not really legit, and the other half are. How's that?
I don't know. If we made a penny for every psychic that came into the manor house, we would be able to retire.
If you don't watch what you say,
and he's dealt with it a lot.
Will be out,
Yeah, he's dealt with it a lot longer than I have. I don't get that too. I don't think we've gotten that too much anymore. Very, very rare.
Well, I think the reason we don't get it I believe the reason we don't get it that much anymore is because they know you are, and so they're keeping their mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to be called her.
Yeah, they don't want to be called out. Yeah. Well, because my attitude with psychics is match your abilities up with your equipment. That's my whole thing.
I like that.
Yeah, match your abilities with your equipment, because if you're if there's something around you, or they even give you a name, sometimes they'll when we've done an EVP session, what I've told him I've saw or felt comes out of an EVP session. So,
Right. Proof
that's
is
why
in
I
the
always
pudding.
say match it.
Yep.
And when I say that, most of the time people don't really say anything further after that.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
know.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does bother me. I'm not going to lie. It does bother me that so many people are calling themselves psychics when in fact they're not.
Yeah.
So since we're actually putting that out there, I'm going to say that. So I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't pay to be nice
I put
anymore.
my refrigerator just in case. Bless you, brother.
Yeah. So
He was
you
breaking up.
got to repeat that. Go ahead, Teresa.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
Repeat.
because I couldn't hear what he said. What?
Oh, he's talking to somebody. He's not. He's talking to somebody else.
Oh, sorry.
Repeat.
I said that I'm going to be nice. I didn't want to do this, but no, I don't believe these people are all psychic the way they claim. I really don't.
Gotcha.
And there's just so much bullshit. And what bothers me is these people that do this shit, and excuse my mouth, you know that I'm a potty mouth.
Yep.
They ought to be ashamed of themselves for taking advantage of people. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't either, but people do it.
They do, and I think it's awful. And oh my god, and the prices that these people charge and get away with. I mean, damn.
Yeah, I know. There's one person that is local, and I think they're charging like $140 for a Reiki session.
Okay, maybe I ought to take up Reiki then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie Anderson said he knows a couple people that claim to all of a sudden they have a gift. They
Ugh.
just do it because they are doing a B-rated TV show. Yeah.
He's right.
Mhm. Yeah. It's, it's pop up. Everything is pop up these days. Pop up psychics and pop up Reiki people. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, they are pop-ups. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
No,
call them all
no,
pop
they are.
ups.
It's the truth. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the thing is that, you know, when I watch certain people, I'm just like, oh my God, you got such a you got a very high following base. And then I'm just shaking my head going, really?
sometimes some of them remind me of cult leaders. I swear to God.
Of what?
Some of them remind me of cult leaders.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say this too, and I'm probably gonna be hated after tonight, but who gives a shit? There's some that have been on TV,
Yeah.
have quite a following, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because I have seen some bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah. Teresa, do you think the term psychic is too broad of a term? I think, there's too much in the background here. Teresa, do you think that there's let me see. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta mute real quick, just long enough to ask this question. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, because I can't. My ADHD kicks in.
That's all
All
right.
right, Teresa, do you think that the term psychic is too broad of a term? I think that some can use their senses, like people that are real sensitive to temperature changes, or like my ex-wife has super ability of a woman's tuition. I wouldn't say she is psychic, but she can read people really well.
Okay. When it comes to that, let's see if you agree with this one. I feel like some people, their intuition can be a little stronger than others that could have a stronger ability if they worked with it. So she sounds like a person, if she worked with it, I think that she could become more in tune to what she has.
Gotcha.
Yes. And that goes back to, if you're born with a gift or not, so to speak. So evidently she does have an ability, but she isn't in tune with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And Ronnie says I agree. I have seen some bullshit also. It's bad for the field. It really is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really, really is. When people come in if they come in to do Reiki and they're doing a reading, I always make them record it. Always.
Good.
Always.
That's
Because I don't know what's coming out in those sessions. And because I'm in a whole different mindset, I don't remember anything
mm-hmm.
really. So, that's why I tell them to record, because if you come back and you ask me an hour or 2 hours later, I'm not going to remember.
Right.
So,
That's exactly how that happens. Yes. I mean, there are some that you do remember, but the majority you don't.
right,
And there's reasons
right,
for that. And
right.
that's also a spiritual thing. That's a
Yeah,
whole other topic too.
yeah, yeah. That is very true. So, hey Kimberly, I just saw the yay up there.
Oh, hi. I haven't, oh my God, talked to her. Wow. Hope she's
Yeah.
doing good.
Yeah, she's too busy playing in her koi pond. She ain't got time for us anymore.
Oh,
Of course, when she gets it all set up, I'll be chilling in her backyard.
hey, I'll tell you what, I love a koi pond.
Oh yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
Me
That
too.
is very, very relaxing.
Yeah, they are. But
I'm sorry, I'm answering some messages too from people as we're on the show here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep track of between the two phones that I got going right now. So, but anyway,
Open mic is tough because nobody's asking any questions.
oh,
And I'm laughing my ass off. I'm
Kimberly
sorry.
said she had a natural way of filtration with her pond. I
Oh,
think it's the pond. Oh yeah, she'll be having her Zen soon. Yeah, we'll come over and rate it. It's only 40 minutes from the house.
oh, you're lucky. That's cool.
I know, not too far from the beach either.
See, I've got too many cats. They would kill the fish. So
Oh
that
yeah,
wouldn't work. No.
no, the koi pond would not work. Yeah, yep, no
Mm-mm.
need for a filter. Does anybody have any psychic questions they want to ask? John Stevens wants to know where you live at, Teresa, in the boonies.
God, is that why I sound like that? Oh my God. I don't know how to take that one.
Snowball, use your psychic abilities and figure it out.
Oh my God, are they making fun of me?
No, John Stevens is our stripper. Are you kidding me?
God.
He's like the team pole dancer. You got to see him in action.
Okay, why did he ask me that question? How's that one?
I don't know. She lives all the way in East Blip. Oh, we could play guess the state.
Oh my God, here we go. That's it. I'm done. I'm leaving.
No, you're not. You better
I'm
stay on. Have you ever been possessed?
Oh my God.
I don't remember.
I've had an attachment. Yeah, that was not very nice.
Yeah, John Stevens put he asked because some people that we have on the show are from different states. That's why he asked.
All right, I'm from New Jersey.
Can't you tell the accent? Oh my God.
Oh,
Like your whole voice gives the whole fucking thing away.
Jersey. It's not that Jersey.
I
New
love Kimberly's
Jersey.
question.
Is it
Not by anything
Jersey or
demonic.
Jersey? Hello.
Yeah, and the possession that occurred wasn't I don't remember it.
Now
She does not have a southern twang.
no.
And believe me, she is by far any type of southern freaking belle either. Yeah, Ronnie said he was going to say you're a city girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is not a southern belle.
Mm-mm.
There, she's like, you can't even call her a southern belle.
You still love me though.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I do.
So we need questions. We do.
We do for open mic night.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the best place to investigate, in your opinion, Teresa?
In my opinion, damn, that's a good question. Honestly, I haven't been to the big places.
Oh yeah, John Stevens is all up into Bigfoot.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what gets me a bit about Bigfoot? Changing the subject for a sec. Why are people messing around with Bigfoot? Just leave him the hell alone, okay? And he's throwing shit and growling because he's pissed, all right? He's like, leave me the F alone. So that's it. There you go. Case closed. Does that take care of Bigfoot?
No,
Okay. I'm just kidding.
my thing on Bigfoot is how come they can't find any remains, or why aren't they able to find certain things, like more evidence if it's so prevalent out there. That's what I have an issue with when it comes to Bigfoot, is like somebody might get a strand of hair or something on a tree limb, but how do you know that that's like really Bigfoot's strand of hair?
That's a good point. It's funny you said that. It's been told or known that Bigfoot is usually by water. Now, they say that they have a portal that they go through. That's why.
Well,
That's what's been said. Seriously.
Ronnie Anderson says they are aliens and there's more than one. And then John Stevens said, have you ever seen a bear carcass in the wild? No.
Nope.
But I still have a hard time with Bigfoot. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe in him or anything like that. I'm just saying that with today's technology, you would think that they would be able to find more.
I'm telling they say that there's a portal that they go through. That's why you don't find anything. They go through portals. I know it could be a big argument because I mean, like, why is it widely known now compared to back in the day or whatever. And let's not talk
Mhm.
about age, but you get it.
Yeah, John Stevens said most animal carcasses only last a few days before they totally disappear.
Okay.
True. I mean, was that your cat?
Oh yeah, she's got a big note there. I'm
I
looking.
wonder if we can put the cat in the portal.
Test it out and see. See if
I
she
mean, if
comes
there
up.
are portals out there, then how come we can't go through them? Or can we? Somebody legit let me answer that question, please.
Yeah,
Kimberly.
because it's damn funny how things show up to you. How
Yeah,
come we can't show up to them?
exactly.
I mean, it's really whatever. It definitely has to do, I'm telling you, with aliens. It's an alien thing all around. We'll never know the full answers in our lifetime. There's
Remember
too
that
much.
they
Too much.
knew where the panda bear lived in bamboo forest, but it took 30 years before they were able to photograph them. Yeah, that is true, John Stevens. You're right about that.
I didn't know that. How about that?
Yeah, I didn't know that either until just now, but it's very interesting and it makes a
Mhm.
little bit of sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Oh, here we go, Kimberly. So, answer the question. Why? Like this is open mic night, so I'm going to open mic it.
go.
Why can't we go through these portals, or can we? Like, if you know you're in front of one, like, why can't you just like walk to it and be in another dimension? Oh, there's millions of missing people out there that the percentage of them are hikers. You think they got trapped in a portal, maybe?
I don't know, but that's true though about the hikers. I was watching the show
Well, that is
days
true.
ago on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Kimberly says, how do you know that you haven't crossed into a portal? I guess you really don't.
well, okay, that's good because remember when I was telling you about the cemetery that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of went through what you would call a bubble into the past, and I had the recording going. I was talking to the woman that was my partner at the time when we were doing the investigation. Everybody had to partner up. And we were having a conversation. Next thing you know, a bubble happens, and you can hear church bells, a wagon, fire crackling. I mean, it's just, and you can hear where they try to talk. It's really interesting. And then next thing you know, our conversation picks up after this bubble as if nothing happened. And a lot went on in that bubble, time
Interesting.
wise,
Mm-hmm.
before we actually, we ended up talking. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really weird. It's like some type of time loop or something.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that. Kim will put it in the comments. We were in that situation at one point.
Yeah, it's
Brooke said maybe Brooke Chandler said maybe we have and are in different dimensions and don't even know it. Deja vu is a real thing. You
yes, it
may be
is.
deja vu in my sandwich on Monday, or maybe deja vu in my voodoo doll.
Oh my God! Please make her that sandwich, please.
You would have had to see the size of the sandwich there, okay? CJ whips out this sandwich. It's about this freaking big and
Ooh,
about that tall. And I'm like, oh my God. And he's sitting here, pulling
wow.
the wrapper back real slow. And I'm sitting there going,
Oh,
oh my
what a
God, that looks
tease.
so good. And I'm like, where's mine?
Okay, yeah, you definitely need that sandwich.
Yeah. She'll be fixing it come Monday. Don't forget, because I'll be over there waiting for my sandwich. Kimberly said that's what happened to your buddy Kevin, and the house was there and then disappeared when he walked out of it. Loss of time happens in Old House Woods. It does.
Wow.
Brooke says she
I
had
would
vivid
go to
dreams to the
that
point
place.
that she can remember what someone was wearing, and if it actually happened in real life, it makes me feel as if my energy or something crosses over to some place in my sleep because I'm vulnerable or something.
Mhm.
Time travel
Yeah.
sounds like time travel.
Yep, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it when I do that. It's really cool. And then when I get to the place, I'm like, oh, look where I'm at. And then I
Yep.
get excited and then I end up waking up and messing the whole thing up.
And then when you go back to sleep and you try to get back,
Yeah, you
you can't.
can't. Or
It's
yeah,
hard.
or you're trying to sleep and then something appears up here in this, a third eye, a person, or maybe a group of people or something. And I'm like, okay, can you bring it in a little closer for me to see it, please? And then it disappears. And I'm like, are you serious?
Speaking of that, I had a little girl in here, was it 2 weeks ago? And she was just, I don't know, dancing around. She seemed really happy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just, I was like, oh, please, not now. No, no, I'm not doing this now.
Hmm.
She was fine. She was
Yeah.
fine. She didn't need to be crossed over. She was kind of just doing her thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier today when I was trying to lay down for a little bit, I have these chakra, um, I don't know, they're not chimes, but it's like a chakra set on my doorway to keep stuff out of the mirror that I have in here.
Uh,
And they started moving and making noise, and I was like, "Do y'all mind coming back later?" Because it used to be a tap on the side of the wall to let me know that somebody was here. They would, like, do a quick tap, and I knew I
yeah,
would wake up,
that
and,
happened earlier on the show when I said, "Did you hear that?" Yeah. Hmm.
yeah, but they now know to, like, move this little chakra thing because it has little beads on it.
Hmm.
So, I was like, "Y'all just come back later, I'm trying to take a nap." Kimberly said she's so blessed that she doesn't have these issues. Brooke said it's scary because when the scenario plays out, I've seen it before and I saw my sister's accident happen through my eyes in my sleep. I'll never forget it. It scared me and I see a lot of stuff before it happens.
Mm.
And CJ will know it and has seen it many times when I warn him I've seen things before he will leave whenever he's out or stop what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's tough to deal with.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't particularly like that one. I had
Nope.
that when I was around like 14 or 15, I think, and I just was like, I don't like this. Please take it away. And I never had that type of issue before. Just a couple more times after. Nothing in my dreams, but if I'm driving, sometimes like something will appear in my third eye, like a dog getting ready to run out, and then it's just like that warning, slow down, and I'll slow down, and a dog runs out. I've had that happen a few times.
Yeah, there was this upsets me. There was a person that I had talked to, and they were very sad and depressed. And I'm going to make this short. And after we had a conversation, whatever, when I was getting ready to leave, something kept telling me to turn around and go talk some more.
Mhm.
Like it was really heavy, but I couldn't because I had another place that I needed to be at a certain
Mhm.
time. So I had to leave. And next thing you know, a week later, this person was found dead. And I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah, that's
that
terrible.
broke my heart because I asked myself, you know, if I stayed and canceled, where I was supposed to be,
Mhm.
would that person still be alive? I don't know. But that really
Yeah.
upset me.
Yeah, that's awful to deal with.
Mm,
Kimberly said that used to happen to her a lot when she was younger. And Brooke said, like, it was as if I was driving and saw her laying on the ground looking at
mm,
what she was looking at and seeing the flashing lights on the ambulances and police cars and hearing someone say nothing they could do for her, fucked her up for real.
mm.
There are so many things that she could tell you. I've always been in touch with things like that. Yeah, better you than me on that because I'll just deal with the dead people. They're, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather have that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Any day. Any day. I
Mm,
don't want the let me predict the future or,
no.
see something before it happens.
Nope. And when it starts, I try real hard to stop it,
Yeah.
which doesn't make sense to some people, but I mean, you do. You fight it. You can't
Yeah.
exactly close it off, but there are a lot of times that you do end up fighting certain things. Like you just don't want to cooperate with it.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Kimberly said when she heard about a homicide in New Point, she instantly knew that it was her buddy and his son.
Ouch.
So Brooke says she sees dead people all the time. So, and let's see, that's what happens to me. I just know it and act accordingly. Yeah.
They
Mhm.
can be very persistent too when they want to deliver a message.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh my God, they will not stop until you give that message.
Yeah, I always say that whoever created the movie, what was it with what's his
Six, seven.
name? No, not that one. Is it Ghost?
Oh, with Patrick Swayze?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They were full blown psychic because that's my life. If I
Oh,
don't
Whoopi
deliver the
Goldberg
messages every day, yeah.
played that part.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up there.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean you can, hey Austin, how are you? Little cute little Austin from Forgotten Explorations just came into the comment chat. He's so sweet.
oh,
Yeah, they came to the manor house a couple Saturdays ago, and it was really fun having Forgotten Explorations there.
nice.
We had a couple people from RTL there too, so it made for a really nice investigation night.
Mm.
They're going to be coming out with the series too, so if y'all haven't
I was just going to ask that. That's so weird. Okay.
yeah, if y'all
Thanks,
have
Jeff.
not liked Forgotten Explorations play page on Facebook, please do. And they also have a YouTube channel. So if y'all subscribe to their YouTube channel, it's called Forgotten Explorations. So
I'm
make
on.
sure that y'all do that, please. They
I'm
need
on
the
it.
support. I think they're looking for, I can't remember how many more followers. You're welcome. Yes, we like it when you come to the manor house. It's always fun to have y'all out there. Oh, I would, yeah, y'all need to come and investigate my house. I live in a plantation built in the 1800s, and my sister haunts the house. I could run some equipment. Just let
Mm.
me know what's a good day to come over, and I'll do it. Yeah, he was like, I met your sister on Saturday last weekend. Yeah, Tina was over at the cabin on 360 investigating, and I wasn't able to make it because I had to do, get the equipment and everything. So this past Saturday he met Tina on an investigation.
I would love to go there. That
Cabin on
I hear so
360.
much about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what's really weird too? I was at an event and they had a postcard for the cabin on 360, and I'm talking to someone and I accidentally put my hand on the postcard with the cabin on 360 picture on it. And I swear to God, this is no lie. And whatever, I don't want to sound like a child here, but some people will think that, honest to God, I got a shock. I got
Yeah.
zapped on my hand
Yeah.
and it went up my arm.
I'm not surprised with that. Austin, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed investigating with her. Let's see, Teresa, I have had someone close to me pass recently, and I sometimes feel their presence. Are you able to connect with them or know they message that they may be trying to share, or know of a message that they may be trying to share with them? That's John Stevens.
Okay.
So you might want to reach out to him.
Yeah, I did not prepare myself tonight
Yeah.
for readings.
Yeah. Just reach out to him. I'm
I like
sure.
to protect myself before readings and the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in her PGs. Oh, wait a minute. What is this, Austin? We are doing a giveaway right now, picking 2 winners to come and investigate the location with us for free. Ooh,
What?
I need to enter the drawing. We
Oh, me
want to come
too.
to the Manor House at some point. Please do.
Mm.
Please come out. It's always nice having different people come out. So if you can connect with John Stevens, that would be fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
John Stevens is the man.
Okay. Well, at least he'll know if I'm bullshitting or not.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could reach out to me too, I have some questions about my sister I'd like to be answered. Let's rectify that a little bit, because there are a lot of misconceptions too when it comes to psychic abilities. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people think that you could just ask a question and spirit's going to answer it, and they're not.
No.
I'm putting it out there. They don't always answer questions. I've had people that have come to me wanting to know where the money is hidden at. Certain things like that. I'm dead serious. I had a guy
Yeah.
come to me one time wanting to know where the money in the yard was, and I'm like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" they're not they're not going to answer certain things, and it's unfortunate that you know people think that it's just like a normal conversation like you and I are having right now,
No,
talking
not
and
at all.
like
Nope.
that. They show things in picture form sometimes. They show, stuff, I mean,
Numbers,
stuff all comes up
colors.
here,
Mm-hmm.
numbers, colors, yes. Oh, no, Sylvia Brown, yeah. They don't communicate with you like that, and so I just want to clear that up with
It'd be
people.
nice if they did, but that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Um, I've talked about this before on.
Well, here's Brooke's
Oh,
thing. She
okay.
she said, "I know totally that, but if we could connect, that would be amazing. Just put my mind at rest because she never got to say goodbye."
Oh, okay.
Um, and very understandable on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But you can't guarantee that they will come through.
right. That's the whole thing with that too. Why don't you well, I'll talk to you later about it because I'm one that if I want to connect, I run a recorder
Yeah.
and
Oh, that's
ask
a
them
good one.
questions. I have a new SB11 box if you want me to bring it over and run equipment
I
because
have a Class A EVP doing that.
yeah, it
Yep.
it amazes me with some of the different pieces of equipment. And it like for instance on the tours, sometimes people will bring loved ones with them on the tour and they talk through the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't need to know she'll come through. I know she's here, but I just want to know she's okay. Of course she is. The best answer is no answer. She's at rest. Well, that's easier said than done
Yep.
sometimes with that one because when people lose a loved one, they're not looking for that.
Nope.
But we know she is. I know what you mean, Kimberly,
Mm.
on that. 100%. Yeah, Brooke said she had a message from her before and told me that she was scared, and I just want to know that she's okay now.
Okay. Yeah. I can't answer that
Yeah,
right. Like
so
I said, I'm not prepared.
yeah, we'll work on
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's what I do. I just
Oh, excuse me, Jerry. That's another thing. Have people gone to psychics and for some reason the psychic seems to know so much about that person? Do they ever wonder, like, how do they know so much? Because if you're going to a real psychic, I know it doesn't make sense, does it?
all right, Austin. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night. I'm sorry. Austin has to get ready to be on Ryan's So
Oh,
he's
okay.
got to get ready for the night. So I was thanking him for coming on to our show.
But yeah, there's psychics that are so good at reading body language,
Yeah.
or some will actually look up people
Hmm.
they are sure that might go to a certain thing, and I'm not going to say what, and can kind of pinpoint and bullshit. Now, when I do readings, I do not need to look at you to do a reading.
Hmm.
I
And that's
don't,
really cool. A lot of times my stuff comes out, like I said, through Reiki, but every so often
yeah.
it's the same where somebody could be on Facebook or be in a comment section and spirit is so strong, you know that energy belongs to them,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense, which I know it does with you.
Yeah,
Um,
it does.
so I don't, but it doesn't happen all the time. It
No.
happens once in a while. A lot of my stuff comes out through when I'm doing Reiki on somebody. I connect I, I connect with people, their loved ones that way. Or like the other day on the tour, when David and I was doing the tour, there was a couple of young ladies there, and I could tell that one of them had lost a friend in a car accident because the girl, she was standing in between them, and the energy was just so strong, but it wasn't appropriate of me to say anything, so I didn't, because we're talking
Mhm.
about, work and a tour. I'm
Yeah.
not there to do readings. I'm there to do the tour and help, teach people how to investigate. So I just kind of, you know, I told David, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah, and Brooke said that's the thing. I want to have an experience with someone that will be able to tell me something that no one would know but
Mm-hmm.
me and the other person, even if they knew us both. Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, when I've done readings out in public, they will flash a beacon to let that person know as validation, to let them know that that's that. I've only had one experience or two experiences where there was something that was going on that only them two people knew. I mean, it varies. I hate to say it, you got to take it on a spirit to spirit basis.
Yeah,
I mean, for real.
that's the truth. Yes.
Yeah, you have to take it on a spirit to spirit basis, because some of them sometimes just stand there and say nothing. They belong to the person, and they don't say anything. So
That happened.
yeah,
Yes.
it's
Um,
case to case, and they'll hang around you for days.
a family member appeared to me, and they had died in a fire. Well, what happened was, when they died in the fire, they didn't cross over, and they were asking for help to cross over. So I had to help them cross over.
Yeah, yeah. Ronnie says he knows someone. He Wait a minute. I know someone you guys probably know who does that. Research the location and pop up as a medium and communicate with these spirits during an investigation. They don't have not 1 ounce of a gift. Yeah, and
Mm.
like in our tours and stuff like that, we tell people to research the place before they go to it and find out the history. But I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know the history of the location before I go. I would rather just the person keep their mouth shut.
And
And
see what you pick up yourself.
yeah, and even during Reiki, I will tell them, just they'll start talking and I'll tell them to be quiet, because I want it to come up myself. Like, I know as Brooke, for some reason, with her putting out some of the messages that she's putting out here, I keep seeing daisies, and I don't know why I'm seeing them, but I'm being shown daisies, and I don't know what the significance of those are.
And
But
as you say that, the color yellow
mhm,
stands
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's if she stands there and says nothing, I'm going to figure out how to cross over and hit her in the throat. Yeah, or worse, non-humans following them. Yep, that's true. Yeah, but some of them do. And understand too, Brooke, they don't. I'm a stranger to her. Sometimes they'll come out and do this, and sometimes I'm a total stranger. They have to get to know me. The spirits at the manor house, they had to get to know me. They are slowly coming around and starting to communicate with me, and I've been there. It's going to be going on 2 years here. Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, pretty soon. And they're just now starting to. I got a little boy that just loves me in the round table room. Every time I go in there and run a session, the same little voice comes through the box. Hello, so I bring them little things, but you know, let's see. That's my thing that bothers me. Like Teresa said, Amberly told me she was scared, and I'm scared she didn't cross.
Well, this situation,
Okay. That's the flower. That's why it kept coming up. Daisies were in her VW Beetle. That's the flower to them, and they spread daisies at her accident site. All beetles come with a plush daisy in them. Okay, that makes sense why
oh,
I'm being shown that, because it was
yeah.
coming up. And when they do stuff like that, it's the validation that there. They're they're with you. And I'm going to tell you something, just from experience, if they're not at peace, you're going to know.
Oh, yeah.
You're definitely going to know. Um,
Hmm.
one of my
Like I
friends,
said, persistent.
yeah, one of my friends,
Mhm.
as we speak, they're just they're deceased, and they are not they ain't crossing over, and um,
Oh, okay. Jerry,
they're not.
this
Yeah,
this is true also. Sometimes they don't want to cross over.
yeah. Sometimes they don't. That's right.
Mhm. They do it by choice. They also they can choose to be here or not. They're given a choice.
Yeah. Hey, John Savage, how are you? Brooke said Kaylee picked a white daisy that grew at her crash site last time we were there from the seeds we put there. That's so sweet. Yeah, this kept popping up. Daisies kept popping up in my third eye. So, but you're right about that. I mean, sometimes they don't.
Hmm.
You know, in my case, I'm not. I'm going back to haunt people. I have my list.
I just
Beware.
had somebody contact me a couple days ago. They want me to go to their house because their spouse just passed,
Mhm.
and the lights are flickering and they're talking to him, this and that, and they showed me a video where they are talking to him, and there is response
Yeah.
to the questions that are being asked, and the bulb was changed, and a couple times uh, for the light, but they were still communicating, so we know it wasn't the light bulb.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got a friend that wanted me to
And no short in the wiring either. That's another thing. Just saying.
yeah, they wanted me to
Mhm.
come out to where they were at, because new owners of the house keep seeing an apparition of a lady in a doorway. The neighbor can see
Mm.
the other lady in the doorway, and I know who it is, and it's her house, and she didn't want nobody else in it. Maybe the yellow from her blonde hair, I don't know. I'd have to sit on that one and think. Yeah. Yeah.
That.
It's hard to say, and I'm going to tell you that sometimes things don't, when things are popping up here and we're telling you what we're seeing here, sometimes it doesn't resonate with the person right then and there, and they really do have to sit and think on that, and then they'll come back later and say, oh, now I know why that color was relevant or whatever. I've had that happen a few times. When I do the Reiki and stuff comes out, people will say, well, gosh, I don't know what that means. And I'm like, you know what, that's okay. If you don't know what it means, it may resonate with you later. It may not be doing it right now, because when you're doing readings and you're talking to people about their loved ones, it's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Person. It's not just overwhelming for the person getting the reading, it's overwhelming for the person given the reading too, because sometimes everything comes in so fast and they're speaking so fast,
You're
and
trying to tell them to slow down. Yeah.
they're just excited at the fact that they are able to communicate, or that somebody is able to communicate with them. So, it can be overwhelming, and I know just as much as Teresa probably with this, is some of those readings become emotional, and
Oh my God. Yeah.
when they're done, you have to cut cords and detach from the outcome always.
It can be very hard. Yeah.
Mhm. So I've had quite a few readings like that,
Mm.
and I mean, you just tell me what's a good night. I can't do anything Mondays, Wednesdays, and Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday nights. I can't do anything. So yeah, I can't, because I'm at the manor house. But any other night, or Tuesdays, I'm sorry, any other night, I'll be glad to come over there and run equipment if you want me to. Brooke said she's such a liar. Yellow butterflies. We always saw yellow butterflies after she passed. That's why Kaylee loves them. Her whole room is in butterflies, and we have yellow butterfly everything. I literally have tears in my eyes right now. Oh, so yeah, between the yellow and the daisies, it's very evident that she's present, because she wouldn't
Mhm.
be flashing the beacon stuff. And like I said, spirits, when they're really, really restless, you're going to know, because they just do certain things. If they got messages, they'll let you know.
Mhm.
And normally, if it's a restless spirit, and I don't know if this works with you, Teresa, but with me, you feel the energy of restlessness, so you know. It's
Oh,
just something that you know that they need to be, when they're not crossed over, that they want to be.
yes.
It's
And
a certain energy.
that's what happened in a situation when my relative showed up.
Mhm.
And mind you, it was, I would say, 2 years after what happened to them that they actually came to me, which is
Yeah.
interesting. But as soon as I saw him, I knew, he was pretty much looking at me. He was lost. Like you said, you can, this sensation
Yeah.
that they put out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
It was hard. It really was. But yeah, I
Yeah.
I had to get him crossed over, and it's just a shame that it was so long,
Yeah.
before he actually came to me.
Yeah. Brooke said, thank y'all. The little bit just meant everything to me. I know the energy is draining, and I thank you, with her wanting to show herself a bit. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome.
That's funny because
I mean,
after doing readings, Jerry, are you not drained? You're drained, right? It takes a lot
yeah.
out of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I've learned to really detach from the outcome and cut cords. Ronnie said his dad passed about 13 years ago, and just in the last 6 months, he has shown up in my dreams. Yeah, they love to visit in dreams, because I tell people all the time, if they were to show up in your room in full form, and you wake up and see somebody standing at your relative standing at the edge of the
I
bed or at
you
the end
have
of
a
the
heart
bed,
attack.
scare the crap out of you.
Yeah,
So to
that's
not do
true.
that to somebody, they come to them in their dreams. Like, me seeing people on a daily basis, deceased people, and I can be out in public and there'll be somebody standing there with them. It's second nature to me. I've had this since I was 6 years old, and it went away for a while and then it came back full force when I was saying goodbye to somebody at a funeral. I touched their hand and then everything just came back as if nothing left. And um, I just it's like second nature to me now. And sometimes I still get a little frightened, like, you know, at the manor house is the perfect example, setting up equipment and hearing footsteps behind me. It's creepy. Hearing a
Yeah, it's creepy.
disembodied, heavy voice sitting next to David and I when we were just simply talking about his hearing one night, or sitting in the manor house, just sitting and hearing children giggling and then getting up and trying to look around to see where they were at and there was nobody there, or somebody calling my name and nobody was there. Little things like that kind of still, you would think I would be used to it all the time.
Well, that's
But
a
there
good
are
one,
some things that
Gary.
still creep me out.
That's a good one because um, a lot of the people think that mediums, psychics, whatever you want to call us, um, don't get scared. But yes, we
Mhm.
do.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
I
second nature thing.
mean,
It's nothing unusual. I'm sure Teresa gets it too.
oh,
It's nothing unusual for me to feel like I'm being watched, and then I wake up from my sleep and there's a man standing at the end of my bed, and then he'll look at me and I look at him and he dissipates. Or I've had it where children float over me. Babies, they'll float over my bed and just I look at them and I'm watching them float, and they're transparent, but I know that's what it is, and
mm.
wrapped up in their blanket, and they just float over and I just kind of watch them float out the wall. Stuff like that.
Now
Yeah.
see, my thing. It's funny, and this goes with the not all mediums are the same. That's not what happens to me. What happens to me is I can sense spirit, and if they want to show themselves to me,
Yeah.
that's when I get flashes of, okay, I have dark hair, uh, whatever, words, letters. It depends. But see, there's a difference right there.
Mhm.
How
Yeah.
you see and how I see.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Uh huh.
Definitely a difference. Brooke said her sister shows up in her sleep a lot, but never shown her face until my last dream. And she said it was because she didn't want me to see her messed up face from the accident, but all I saw was a huge red scar on her face, most likely from where the damage was all the way across. But I think she looked fine and told her it was okay, that I thought she was beautiful. She
Oh,
used to always have her back to me. And I mean, I that's understandable too.
she's
And
protecting her sister. Yeah.
yeah, and
Uh,
sometimes they will show, like, I've seen certain things from accidents and stuff like that with people just as a validation that that's what they were actually in, if that makes sense. That's what they passed from. Or I'll have a feeling, whether it's my chest or, side or something that's letting me know that they
okay.
passed from a cancer or a heart attack or, you know, things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, that's like one time when I was doing a reading, I kept looking at a string of lights. And next thing you know, I said, oh my God, did this person hang themselves? Because,
Yeah.
they kept showing me the string of lights. And then I felt, my hand went to my throat. And
Mhm.
that's how they killed themselves.
Yeah.
They hung themselves.
You know what, Ronnie, a lot of times we deal with that. He said his dad doesn't speak, he just stands there.
Oh, that happened.
Um, and it happens to us too. I get irritated and I'll pull out a recorder. I shit you not. I will pull out a recorder and I will be like, okay, why are you just standing there? What is it that you need? And the last time I did that, and I think I don't know if I got it saved because my external hard drive crashed and it destroyed all my old house woods evidence, all my cabin evidence, all my kids' pictures. The whole thing just crashed. Now I got
So
Google
sorry
Drive.
about that.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
But the last time I said, "What do you want?" I shit you not, Ronnie, this man in the recorder, I went to play it back. He said, "I can't get a shower." And he said it 3 times.
Oh, no
But
kidding.
I didn't get it. I didn't hear it with my naked ear. I once I put the recorder on playback, and I didn't even have an app going or nothing. It was a straight class A EVP. Can't get a shower. And I'm like, why do you want to take a shower in my house? So, yeah, yeah. And I'll see if I can find it. It might be saved somewhere in the computer, but unfortunately, like I said, I had all my old house woods evidence, kids' pictures, everything, all on an external drive. Don't ever do it, y'all. Lesson learned. It crashed and everything, all the manor house evidence that David and I collected over the last couple years, gone. So now I still have an external drive, but I also use Google Backup. I'll pay the $99 for 2 terabytes because it was devastating when my external drive crashed. Yeah. Barbara, I was about to say Barbara. Sorry, Brooke. Brooke said exactly. She didn't want her to see her that way and didn't want me to see,
Mm-mm.
but I wanted her to know it was okay because she would cry in my dream because she didn't want me to see. Yeah, understandable. Yeah.
The hairs just went up on my arms. Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie, a backup, and it was a hard lesson learned, and I mean, all the evidence is gone, all the old housewood stuff. I took an external drive and I had 2 different external drives. Well, once I bought a new one, I was like, all right, let me transfer stuff off of this one external drive onto another. Well, that was the external drive wasn't even a year old. Actually, April 16th, I think, would have made it a year old, and it crashed and destroying everything, everything. So, it's not fixable. I sent it to 2 different people. They wasn't able to fix it. And so I went ahead and I got Google Drives backup because I need it backed up somewhere, not just to an external drive, but somewhere else. And the computer people told me to do it that way. They said don't ever just keep your stuff on an external hard drive because he said they do crash and they do go out, and good portion of them, once they're dead, they're dead. They're not repairable. So I learned a lesson.
I have a question for Brooke.
Brooke,
Was the vehicle black?
Brooke was the
Because I keep
vehicle
seeing black.
black?
Yeah. Now see, here we go. I'm just seeing the color black. I don't know exactly what it means right now because, like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah. Ronnie said he would
there.
die. 15 years of everything we would lose. Thanks, going to back up everything. Yep, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
that's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I was in tears. You asked David Flowers, I was devastated, because now we can tell us cool stories of the manor house since I don't have the evidence to back it up. And I found little bits and pieces of messages or emails, from our evidence, but that I was able to at least get some of that. But that external drive, I'm telling you, my kids cross country from the time my oldest was in
Yes.
middle school all the way through high school, gone, all of it. So, yeah, Google Drive does a 2 terabyte for $99 a year. It's, people might think that it's expensive, but it's worth
Yeah.
my peace of mind.
Look what you
And
lost.
it's a lot better than what's it called? Dropbox. Because a lot of people save stuff to Dropbox, and I did a comparison between Dropbox and Google, and there are certain things on Dropbox that you can do, but you can't do everything on Dropbox like you can do on Google. So I did my research. So, let's see.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Brooke said that it was a light blue with a black convertible top, and she said that she still has a piece of her shirt and phone that was found in the car. I don't know why I've kept them so long, but I can't seem to get rid of that little piece of ripped shirt that was hung in the
My
metal
God.
frame of her car. You're welcome, Ronnie.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable too. I
That's
mean,
interesting. What's interesting is um I saw a flash of blue, but the black stood out a lot.
mhm.
What was the shirt black too?
Is the shirt black too, Brooke? Yep, definitely. Hold on. She's checking.
Yeah, I
I'm
need
supposed
to.
to put it in
I
the
need.
comments.
I'm not supposed to do this right now.
No, you're not.
I know. Okay, couldn't help
Oh, the shirt was pink.
it. Okay, all right. Some things are making sense. Okay, no, my bad.
Excuse me.
I can't say. I'm not. All right, I got to stop.
Oh, does that mean I get my sandwich on Monday? She
Jerry's
can
going to
get
get
me.
extra special.
Yeah.
It's
Mine's
all
gonna be
good.
sure needs to take them things and sell them because it looks so good.
Oh my
She
God.
understands about the reading. Yeah, Teresa, I invited her on very, very last minute, and she came on last minute, and we were just gonna like chit chat about psychics and some of the things that I guess the daily life of a psychic pretty much is what our intent was. So she is not geared for readings, and I'm just,
Yeah.
not either. But it just shows how strong your sister is, though, by putting daisies in the color yellow out there. That just shows
Yes.
her energy right there. So,
And
yeah,
again, the hairs went up on my arms.
yeah,
So she really wants to talk.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's what happens to me when they're, yeah. Oh my God. I can't, wow. If you could see this, it's unbelievable.
yeah, she said the only thing that kills her about this is that she didn't get to see her afterwards and tell her goodbye because of the damage. And that's why it's been so hard for me. But let me say something with that, Brooke. And I don't even know if you know that I had a niece that was killed, and her death date is coming up here soon. April's a very hard month for me. But we did get to see her as she passed when they had to unplug the machine. So we witnessed that, and that was very, very, very difficult. And it's an image that you never, ever, ever get out of your head. So and don't take this the wrong way, but you not being able to see her may have not been a bad thing, because you get to see your loved one as you saw them, as you remember them, instead of like with my niece. There's a certain way that I remember seeing her, and it wasn't when she was standing and running around and playing. I'll put it to you that way. The image never leaves. Same thing with my father dying in front of me. He had a heart attack. He died in front of me. The image of him and foam hanging out of his mouth, because that's what happened. That's how I remember him. I don't remember him now any other way but that way. So sometimes things like that happen for a reason, because the last image of what you see is on a person that your loved one is burned into your memory. It doesn't go anywhere. And I don't know if that helps, or, you know, I hope it helps. And I'm not trying to sound morbid or anything when I'm talking. I'm just
No,
saying,
Jerry, that was very well put, honestly.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's
especially
hard.
perspective. Yeah.
It's very hard. So, hello, Angie. My daughter's father was the one who arrived first on the scene and identified her. Firefighter breaks my heart. He had to see her like that. They explained very vividly to me at the funeral home, and she looked what she looked like because I begged them to know.
Mm.
And I know it affects them. Yeah. On a mental level, it does. It's like something you don't.
It's kind of hard
It's
not.
etched. Yeah, it's etched in your memory bank. You just don't forget.
Yep,
You know.
that's really true.
So, and when my
God
friend
bless.
passed away, or before one of my friends passed away, she kept telling me she was seeing light. That's what she said. I keep seeing the light. I keep seeing a bright light. Cut the bright light off, and I'm like, I don't have even a light on. And I was kind of glad that I didn't see her pass at all because I didn't want to remember her that way. I don't. So, well, and maybe you shouldn't. You know, she Brooke put that she no, that was perfect. I know I requested the photos from the state police and they have sent them to me, but I can't bring myself to open them up. I kind of don't want to see them, but I can't believe she's gone if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean it does.
It does make sense. And you know what? She'll get that feeling. She'll know when she's ready to be able
Yeah,
to open that up. She'll
yeah.
know. It will come to her
Mhm.
when spirit feels she's ready.
Yeah. If she ever is, because you're talking about something that's so
Exactly.
traumatizing.
It may, yeah, exactly. That's why I said, if she's ready.
You know, I had a
Some people
boyfriend that
just,
was killed when I was 17 years old, and they were going to show me all the pictures from that shooting, and I didn't want to see 'em.
mm,
Didn't want to see them.
I can't deal with that. That really upsets me.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
was like,
impact in me.
yeah. So the
That's
officer said in 30 years of his service was the most horrendous thing he had ever seen, and he doesn't even
oh,
like to talk about it. Yeah. So
I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Honestly, that oh wow.
Oh, Ronnie says, "Hello, sis, Angie." So, let's see.
But
Well, I know it was
they're not
bad.
like that though. When they're crossed over, that's not how they are.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
and that's the other thing, but
yeah.
sometimes they'll present as that as validation. I've had
Yeah.
that happen where they'll present how they died, and it's the validation
Mm-hmm.
for that other person. And then I've also had them present very young. Like, they'll present how they were older, and then they'll it's like they do a rewind and present very young to say, "Hey, look, I'm in my 30s now, so I'm not even, 60 years old, I'm 30." They've done
Yep.
that to me. It's wild. So,
Yeah. I love that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't
I
yeah.
mean, there's the good things and then there's the not so good things to our work.
Yeah, that was a pretty horrific accident. She said it was pretty bad. They were let's see, they found her stomach inside on the side of the road and was digging through her insides when I got her phone and stuff out the car. Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah.
I'm
So,
so sorry. I really am.
yeah.
She's a strong person. God bless her. Honestly.
Mhm. Yeah. Good sandwich maker too.
Jerry can't. She's drooling. Jerry's drooling.
I have to have some chips with my sandwich. I'm gonna go
She
get me some nabs this weekend to make sure that I could have it with my sandwich.
she needs extra goodness Monday.
Yeah, Brooke said it's easier for her to talk about that now. Yeah, that's how I felt about my niece when she passed away. I couldn't for the first few years, I couldn't say anything. Um, couldn't say anything about
Your
it.
niece was young, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was 5.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, Brooke's gonna add my chips.
Oh,
I'm so
see, it's getting
spoiled.
good there, Jerry.
So spoiled. It's so funny because I was at Chandler today and I was answering phones and doing some work out there, and, I had my SB11 box. I was going to run the equipment to see if Ronnie, one of their mechanics that was a good friend of mine too, he had passed away, and I was going to run my equipment to see if Ronnie was standing over at Chris's station, because for some reason I kept feeling him, and I was like, "Ooh, let me get out the SB's 11 box and see if he's present." But there was so much noise in the background that I probably wouldn't have been able to pick him up. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to come back here at Chandler at nighttime and run some equipment.
You'll know when.
Yeah.
You'll sense it. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely will come over whenever. She likes the other side. That's funny. Well, like I said, just let me know what's a good night, because I have some
Jerry's good. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Nope. Well, you guys, I appreciate you guys joining us for open mic night, and I'll have to thank David Flowers for coming on. He said his call dropped.
Oh,
And yeah, he said his call dropped earlier, and I told him that was fine. It was surprising that he came on,
yeah.
honestly, because I
That's
wasn't
really nice.
expecting it. But let me see what we got going on the schedule here before I hang up. Let's see, we've got John Stevens, aka Snowball, coming on next Tuesday.
Snowball.
Snowball. We gave him the name Snowball. He's a
he
pole dancer.
does he still want me to get in contact?
Yeah, he's still gonna want that.
Okay.
John Stevens is the man. So yeah. So yeah. Teresa, if Brooke wants to set something up with you, how does she go about contacting you for that?
Can you put this in there? I don't think I can on my end. And this is long only because it's just temporary.
Go ahead.
Trees, TRES, all lower cap,
Uh-huh.
organics.com or at yahoo.com. That's what it is. Yahoo.
All right, I'll put the address in the comments for you, Brooke, so that you can get a hold of her.
Wait a minute. You know what?
Wait, never mind.
Let me give her the other account.
Okay.
It's partially the same. Trees Organic. You got that part.
Wait a minute.
Products.
Trees.
It's still lowercase.
Trees Organic what?
Products.
All right, am I putting Trees Organic Products?
Yes. At yahoo.com.
Okay.
That's my other one. I have that account because I make sage sprays and protection jars and different things.
Thank you.
Oh,
Well, we appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight, and John Likens will be coming on the show on the 25th of April. And for those of you who don't know John Likens, he's also a paranormal investigator, but he has also built so much equipment. We're looking forward to having him on the show, and John Stevens will be back on with him that particular night too. So it's going to be a pretty good show. So next week is John Stevens, and then the week after we got John Likens and John Stevens coming to join us. So
nice.
Yeah, Vibe Time with Jerry is always every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do appreciate everybody coming on and supporting the show. David Flowers hopefully will be back. Hopefully he'll be back next Tuesday. If
He'll
not,
be back.
yeah, I'm going to fire him. Yeah. He's going to talk to me as well, along with my sub. Yay. I'll take a picture of it. I'm going to have to post it and say, look at my sub.
There you go. Yeah, I want to see it.
That mean I have to share? No, I'm just playing. All right, y'all. Have a good night, and thank you.
Night, everybody.
Good night.